Good morning. Hit that thumb button. Like the video. Make sure y'all like. That's a really important thing. Get the likes up. I'm gonna get my reactions. I didn't get a chance last night to get on here and talk about the games, but I want to talk about. I'm gonna be a man of my word. I said Boston in 7, and I switched to say Milwaukee in 7. I'm gonna stick with Milwaukee. I mean, Milwaukee was bad last night. No buts and buts about it. No, Giannis got to play better, bro, in the first halves. He got to stop coming out being like Kevin Durant in the first half. Like, I thought that was Kevin Durant in the first half. He missing layups, missing all his open shots. He got to step up and run them and make a shot like he came out in the third quarter. He came out in the third quarter and showed us why he's still the best player in the NBA. He's still the best player in the NBA. I don't care how, like, he had 28 last night. He came out in the third quarter after halftime, made some jump shots, made a 3, made some 18-footer, attacked the paint. He got the ball down in the post area, not dribbling at the three-point line. Like, you can't dribble at the three-point line against Boston and have success. If your name not Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, you're not having success. You're not having success. We seen it with Kevin Durant. We seen it with Giannis. Giannis can't even. He's not a shooter. He's not close to a shooter for Kevin Durant. So him out there on the perimeter, he's not a perimeter player like Kevin Durant. So they did. So shout out to Coach Mike and shout out to Giannis. I know Giannis came and made some adjustments himself and went down in that post and started working. But Boston, Jason Tatum made his first. Jason Tatum went 8-9 his first 9 shots, 25. He had 25 in the first half. He gonna do that in Milwaukee Saturday. Tatum had a great game. Tatum came back and ball and showed, yeah, I can ball. Without Marcus Smart, I might add. Brent Brown is, man, that boy, you cannot run through him. They got some defenders on that team, Lord Jesus. From Brent Brown to Robert Williams to Tatum to Brown to Smart when he out there. Whew. To Al Horford. Al Horford made some play. He switched on Jrue Holiday, and Jrue Holiday couldn't get past him. Jrue Holiday had to settle for a jump shot, which he made. But they got some defenders on that team, boy. They got their work cut out. Milwaukee got their work cut out. And without no Chris Middleton, you don't have another ball handler. The only ball handler you got is Giannis and Chris Middleton. And Giannis is becoming a better ball handler, but right before our eyes, he's getting thrust into this role as he kept working on his game. So we seeing that more from him. So that's good to see. But we still need a shooter that can go off the dribble. But right now, Connaughton, Grayson, they're just spot up shooters at this point. They can, if you drive at them hard, they can put the ball on the floor. But it's nothing where you got to worry about them beating you off the dribble. Can Boston make 18 plus threes again? They made 13 threes. That was 13 for 20 in the first half on 3-pointers. 13 for 20, so that's 39 points in the first half off 3-pointers. You're gonna count on them to make 18, 19 threes, 23s up in Milwaukee? I doubt it. So it was the same game plan. It's just that they couldn't miss from 3. Especially in the first half. They couldn't miss from 3. Game 1, they couldn't make from 3. So it's a make or miss lead. So Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee should make the adjustments. Giannis will not come out game 3 and shoot 1 for 10 again. It won't happen. It won't happen. And if it does happen, we're going to have a different conversation about him. But it won't happen. It won't happen. Trust me. He's the best player. He makes adjustments. He figured out how he can attack this team. And so did coach stuff figure out. So we're going to wait to game 3 Saturday night. Get your popcorn ready. Now, let's get to Steve Kerr and these Golden State Warriors. My beloved Golden State Warriors. Let's get to him. He can't coach, man. For you, now I know Gary Payton Jr. the third was out. He was out. The dirty play by Dylan Brooks. He got out. He got hurt in the first quarter. You couldn't play. You had to play Wiggins and Porter more because Andre Iguodala is hurt. But when do you decide, Steve Kerr? So I'm going to blitz the pick and roll. I'm going to switch everything. I'm not going to switch everything. I'm going to trap him. I'm going to make, without Dylan Brooks on the floor, you got to make, besides Baines, you got to make somebody else beat you. Besides John Moran and Baines, you got to make them other guys beat you. I don't know how many dunks Clark got. I don't know how many points in the paint Ja Morant. Fourth quarter, Ja Morant took the game over. First half, he was spectacular too, but the fourth quarter, Floater after floater, layup after layup. Get anything he want. Step back three, you got it. Right in Andrew Wiggins' face. Like, what does Andrew Wiggins remind me of Harrison Barnes in the 2016 finals? Couldn't make a shot. Like, he is a liability right now. He's not defending well. He's supposed to be an all-star starter, but he ain't looking like a starter for the Golden State Warriors right now. Iguodala can play better than that. Even though Iggy hurt right now. He can play better defense. He can't shoot probably as good. Like, I'm saying he get the most wide open looks, and he ain't knocking them down. I'd rather have Harrison Barnes right now. You might rather bring Harrison because at least he can defend better. You let Ja Morant get 47. It was one play in the game in the fourth quarter where Ja Morant phoning for the ball. It reached almost half court before he picked the ball up. If somebody pressed him, that's so you can get a turnover. But y'all setting your defense up. Wiggins backpedaling and shit. He's backpedaling. So Ja Morant, he's backpedaling, getting screamed easily. He getting picked easy. So he letting Ja Morant get any shot he want. His feet is outside. I know you want the scouting point, letting him make shoot threes, but when your feet is outside the inside the 3-point line, he got the opportunity to shoot a three. You're gonna backpedal because your feet outside the 3-point line, so he can draw all the way to the basket. Draymond Green supposed to be all-time defensive player. Dennis Rodman won't let nobody score 47 points. You call yourself, you and LeBron James proclaim yourself these titles. You proclaim yourself the best defensive player ever. Dennis Rodman will never let that happen. Scottie Pippen and Michael and Ron Harper never let that happen. How you gonna be the best defensive player ever? You let a 6'3", 6'4" guard score 47 points and dominate the fourth quarter, and you end up losing the game because maybe you too busy making podcasts right after the game. Like Steve Kerr, like why you got a Bruce Arians run system? You letting these guys play Draymond Green just make podcasts after the game. Like, wait till the playoffs. Oh, we got a championship we're trying to win. You're not focused enough. Watch game tape. Instead of being on Charles Barkley's show defending yourself, like, you talking about we feel comfortable with this series. Like, how? You just lost another close game. How you feel that comfortable? You got to focus more. They need to, Steve Kerr, you the coach, bro. You the leader. You need to worry about your team instead of worry about Donald Trump, politics, and gun laws. You need to worry about getting Draymond Green off of these goddamn podcasts, man. That's what I got to say about that, because you were clearly he ain't focused. He let somebody score 47 points on him. You can't stop. You can't blitz that. You can't get the ball. You scared. Like, one thing about Steve Kerr and his whole state is run with Golden State, the defense has been off. He let Chris Paul get him. He let Chris Paul work him. He like bigs to get switch on littles. He switch everything. He don't trap everything. I know you know the 3-point line, the 3-point shot is prevalent, but no, bro, you gotta trap everything. You gotta and sprint, run back, and contest shots, bro. You need to coach your team there, man. You got some good defenders. I know Steph not a great defender. Clay is coming back off a defensive off the Achilles. But you gotta teach your team to trap the pick and roll. And the helper have to help us, so everybody have to sprint back and run back and contest the threes. When no Dylan Brooks out there, and all you gotta do is pay attention to detail, pay attention to your job. Your players get you, like, don't help off veins. Let everybody else shoot. Like, why you didn't make the adjustment, Steve Kerr? You lost. That loss is on you. That's how I feel about that game last night. That's my reaction. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button after this video. Y'all have a good one.